Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Fortis Impact Talk. I have to share something very traumatic with you. I've lost my tactical torch.
And it's a hard conversation to have.
Not everybody can just get on a plane and leave. People just think proactive, just not reactive.
A tactical torch is a very good self-defense tool. A good one can be used as an impact weapon, or it can be used to temporarily blind your attacker in order for you to get away. Imagine my detriment when I found out that my specific model had been discontinued. So instead of spending hours on the internet trying to find a workable solution for my newfound problem, I spoke to the guys at Fortis to know if they could make any suggestions. And because they test everything, they put me into contact with Wimpie Vogel. So I called up Wimpie and asked him to tell me about his range and help me decide which torch is best for me.
Yes, thank you, Wynand. Thank you for the opportunity. We've been importing the Spearas range of flashlights for about 6 months now. Started last year importing them, and so far the reviews are very positive. The materials that they use are high quality, and we have a 5-year warranty backing on them. So
You don't get a 5-year guarantee on anything these days.
yes.
What kind of material is it made of?
As with most of the high-tech flashlights these days, it's airspace aluminium, or aircraft aluminium that they are using, and then you get a black anodized layer on top of that.
Why would you use a torch first of all to as a self-defense weapon?
First instance or where I started looking at using a flashlight for self-defense was in the corporate environment. You usually go to, or either to SARS offices or the branches, or if you go to court, usually there's metal detectors. You cannot take in your firearm, for instance, and even your pocket knife is not allowed. But no one is stopping you taking in a flashlight. Flashlight benefit is it gives you range. It's not that up and personal as where you use a knife, for instance, for self-defense. Flashlight will give you range and will provide you the opportunity to get out of the situation.
And also I think the strobe function on some of the
Yes.
tactical torches is quite useful in a specific situation.
Yes, but then you need proper training. Why I say that is usually your mechanism or your switch, to switch from a normal mode to the strobe function, would, for instance, on most flashlights be a double tap on your tail switch. Now, if you don't have training in a stressful situation, it will be quite difficult of doing that fine second tap to switch from the normal mode to the strobe.
Which flashlight in your range would you suggest for, let's say, like you say, a corporate guy going to meetings, going to dodgy places in the city to meet clients? What would you suggest?
I would start at our E1 flashlight. It's a 500 lumen flashlight. It's a little bit bigger, more bulkier than the M1. Therefore, you'll have a better purchase on your flashlight, and you can also use it then as an impact weapon.
Right. Something like a Kubaton.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. I'll start with our E1. Now, that flashlight, it has a 500 lumens capability and a runtime of 3.2 hours. And it uses the 18650 rechargeable battery.
How long does it take to charge it?
I'm not sure on the charging times. I have little kids, so every time that I want to do the test, halfway I see a light shining somewhere in the house. So important on your flashlights that for durability, look at a IPX rating. Now that's the rating for waterproof or your test for underwater. Now the Speras E1 has an IPX rating of 8. So it means it can go underwater for 2 meters or 2 meters submersible underwater and it will still function. Then you'll look at your impact distance. The E1's got a 2 meter impact distance, so you can drop it from a 2 meter height and it will still function. Now on the E1 we have 170 meter beam distance. In the old days, the first LED torches that came out, they had a normal white bulb in, or the Cree light was a normal white. So, and nowadays they tend to fit them with an orange light. Now, your color is not orange, it's more like a cool white and a warm white globe.
Yes.
But with the orange, you get a better color distinction and you are better to see depth in a situation. It's also something you need to bear in mind when deciding on a flashlight is check on the beam distance and determine if that will fit in with your use for the flashlight.
Wimpie, another thing I wanted to ask you is how do you explain lumens to someone, and how important is that in a flashlight?
Lumens, well, it's usually used in layman's term to describe the brightness of your flashlight.
Right.
And in the old days, with the old spotlights, you had candle power. So where they said 1,000 candle power or 1,000 candles equals 1 bulb. But that can do. Nowadays, they put it into lumens.
And how important is that in a flashlight? Obviously, if you, once again, like you said, it depends on your function.
Yes. But for a tactical flashlight or a self-defense situation, your main purpose with the flashlight is to blind your opponent or attacker. And in that scenario, to give you that window of opportunity, I wouldn't go lower than 500 lumens.
Okay. At a close range, is that very effective?
Yes. If you check the international videos on the flashlights and courses, they'll recommend anything up from 300 lumens. I'll say rather be safe, start on 500 lumens.
All right. Yeah, that's a good tip.
The battery, the 18650 battery. Now, the batteries that we supply with the flashlights, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it here. There's a mini USB port on the battery.
Right.
And up, there's a charge indicator, a red and green light. So you don't need a separate charger for your battery. We've got the E1T, that's a tactical. It's 1,700 lumens. That flashlight has only got the 2 modes. It's the on 1,700 lumens and the strobe function. That flashlight has a 285 meter beam distance. The E1 Pro is also 1,700 lumens, but that one also has a 300 and a 20 lumen modes and the strobe. Right. If you need a more like an all-round flashlight, that will be the one. As I've explained to you earlier, that with the higher lumens comes heat.
What kind of effect does it have on the flashlight?
Most of them, or the proper ones, would switch off.
Right.
That can happen at 55 degrees Celsius.
Yes.
But that in our T1 model, the big one, it's a long distance flashlight. We have, it's 1,200 lumens with 1,300 meter beam. It takes 2 18650 batteries.
Okay.
And this one also has 3 modes on it, because this you'll look like a lighthouse with this.
What makes it different?
Well, firstly, on the price, the prices were very competitive on.
Yes.
And
Yes, definitely.
when we started with the importation, that was one of our key principles or that we put down for when we identified the brand, is we wanted to bring in an affordable, high-quality flashlight. And with a 5-year guarantee on the flashlight, I think we've accomplished it.
Well, Wimpie, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. And hopefully we can get you on again to so we can do some experiments with your torches.
Yes, and we've got 3 new models coming soon, so
Yeah.
we'll have something new as well.
Okay, so we'll keep you guys updated on when those torches are dropping, and then Wimpie can do a demonstration for us.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Wimpie. Have a great evening.
But now,
Hi guys, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video. Go to the description below to find the affiliate link. It will take you straight to the Fortis shop where you can check out those cool flashlights for yourself. That's all for this week. I'll see you guys again next week. Stay safe.